Welcome to another Music Maker guitar video. Today, Technique Tuesday, Tone Tuesday, whatever you want to call it, going over some of my recording techniques. Since yesterday I was talking about why recording is so important. So that said, let's get right into it. I have here a project that I've been working on this week. I'm not going to play the vocal parts, and I'm going to try and not play as much of it as possible in its entirety, but I am going to show you as much as I can about tones. The reason I'm not going to show you the whole thing yet is because it's heavily concealed under wraps. You're going to have to stay tuned for the official drop of this song to actually hear it. So sorry about that, but this is going to be, I don't know, for me, maybe a kind of a bigger deal. So this is kind of a big one. That said, I worked extra hard on it, and you can see I have a ton of tracks, all of which are, at the moment, muted. So I'm just going to go through which tracks they are, and then I'm going to go ahead and uncollapse them, and you can see under the hood, as it were. Usually I have things color-coded better than this. I don't usually have this many yellow things, but when I started doing my acoustic tracks, I got kind of carried away, and I was just like recording feverishly. I just had so many ideas. The ideas were faster than I could organize it. So anyways, these are all just yellow, and then the uncollapsed tracks are all the same colors as that. But anyways, that said, it's all here. So first one I have here is Stratocaster leads. This is just really like, I have an intro and an outro on this one. You can kind of see where the purple is up top. That's where these tracks are. Then this next yellow one, we have some more leads on the Strat. This is just for the intro. And then we have some more production leads. These are done on my Paul Reed Smith right here. Also, again, just kind of like part of the intro, like second half of the intro here. And then all of these other tracks mainly go through the whole song. Some of these actually wait till a little more into the intro to start coming in, but you can see it goes continuously throughout the track at that point. So, again, let's check out what's under the hood. Clearly, I don't just plug in and go. You can see on most of these tracks, I have what I would call a stereo recording. We have basically a left and a right. I pan these all a little bit differently, actually. I do generally hard pan things if there's only like one guitar, but with all of these guitars, some of them are hard panned, some of them are slightly less hard panned, some of them are closer to center, but still also panned. You know, you want to make like kind of almost a choir of guitars. So that's what's going on here with my panning situation. I'm not going to go too heavily into that, but we'll just take a look. And on everything, what I basically do, anything that's an electric instrument, you get a DI track, and you get a track going direct from my Katana. I just love the sound of the preamp in the Katana. It colors it really nicely, and it's just a different color from the DI. So just using a bit of a stereo image on that is great. Then for anything on the acoustic side, I'll talk about this flat top acoustic in a moment. But if we look at, like for instance, my Dobro here, we have this track and this track, which are, you know, essentially the same part. I played these in both at the same time, but this track up top here was recorded with this Sennheiser vocal mic on the neck. It's kind of just pointed towards my fingers so you could hear any finger noise. Also picking up like any other sound from the instrument too. And then this one is the Titan, which is here. And this is a ribbon mic. I put that a little bit closer to the sound hole or just wherever sound is coming out. So that's basically the same rule on all of these acoustics here. But on this one, my flat top, I have a Fishman single coil. So I have a DI also on this track. As for effects, I don't really do too much. I have a little bit of reverb on everything. Here, I'll just show you this. So there's some EQ on everything. And then Ableton has these, the warm tube and the saturation. They're really subtle effects. They don't do very much, but they just kind of fatten up the tone a little tiny bit. We've got a little bit of compression on everything. And then on this lead track, I have some delay. You can see it's only dialed in at the at like 24%. It's mostly dry signal. There's only 24% in the echo there. And then also a little bit of reverb dialed in. You can see that's only about a third of the way up. That's like 33% wet signal. So I kind of keep it on the light side of there. I really want to hear like my raw tone. I don't want to hear it too affected. I don't know. That's just a preference. I think everybody does it a little bit differently. But for me, I love to hear the raw tone in there more than anything else. So that said, let's go through and hear some of these tracks. Just going to start and kind of go through each one. But here is my Stratocaster track. And you can hear that one that's on here is just the DI. And then this one right here, let's start that over. That's just the Boss Katana. And both are on. So that's just the one. Next is the other track. Doubled part, honestly, is all that's going on. But same situation. I have DI side and Katana side. And I think just having the pair of them together really, really helps a lot. Here we've got my PRS. Again, just like kind of a clean tone. Here's what's going on with that one. No delay on this one. But basically the same exact effects. All right. Again, I'm just going to solo each of these out. So it's basically just DI on the top. We got the neck microphone and the sound hole microphone. Same here. Same here. Here I'm just kind of banging on the back of an acoustic, which is cool. And then the next one I'm just clapping, which is also cool. Next we get the strats. So I have a couple of different strats going on this one. This just sounds like a back pickup on this one. And then I know the next one I used all 3 pickups. Same situation going on here. You can see there's a DI track and there's a Katana track. Here's my Telecasters. Really, the Telecasters and the 335s are just doubles of each other. 335 is an octave lower. And I am not going to play the vocal track today. That is top secret. But what I will do is I'll go ahead and cut everything on so that you can hear a little bit of everything. Sounds so weird without all the tracks on. All right, here we go. And if you listen in the beginning, there's a really interesting reverse effect that I applied on just the acoustics. So it has a really cool intro. What I noticed when I listened to it, there's a lot of layers in it. There's 38 guitar tracks, so there's a lot of mixing to be done. But when you really get it all dialed in, I still feel like I just sound like me playing with my loop machine or just like playing live, you know what I mean? It's just that it's a different thing to be able to achieve this. It takes a little bit more work, it takes a little bit more time thinking about it, and it takes a little bit of just like a different technical understanding. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Thank you again for tuning in. Please do like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this kind of